Welcome to some flying lessons with me, Jive. We're going to talk about some alternative procedures and techniques that you won't have read about online because they're only gained through a highly professional skill set such as mine. We're going to run through a few different modules and we're going to use DCS A10 to show you just how to fly perfectly, safely, and efficiently. Okay, I'm going to talk you through the takeoff, which is typically a very dangerous maneuver, but we're going to make it safe by removing the most dangerous element, and that element is pilot input. To do that, we're going to let the aircraft pretty much fly itself, so let's give it some extra flap to help it along. I'm going to keep our hands off the controls. I'm going to apply full braking and full power, and then release the brakes. My feet are on the controls, using those while steering to keep us straight. And as the speed increases, I'm going to go into the rudder. Right now my hands are totally off the controls. In fact, they're right up behind my head. And we're totally relaxed, just letting the aircraft do what it's designed to do. As the speed increases, the aircraft's starting to bob, which means it's trying to get airborne. And we're just going to make sure we don't hit the approach lighting system by just staying a touch off to the side of the runway centre line. And here we go, we're airborne. Autopilot on, gear up. The perfect takeoff, perfect and safe. Out of the 4 times I tried this, I only crashed once, so that's a safety record of 300%. This takeoff is 300% safe. In this segment we're going to talk about being in a spin. You're probably thinking that being in a spin is dangerous. It's not, it's cool. So we're going to induce one and we're going to discuss how to effectively recover from a spin. Now the number one rule is not to panic. Panicking will kill you before the aircraft hits the ground. That's proven. And the number 2 rule is remember it takes about the same amount of time to eat a slice of cake as it does to recover from a spin. So we can demonstrate this. Let's induce a spin. And we're going to hold on to it as well, because they're cool. So you're flying around going, oh, check me out, I'm going slow. Oh no, we're in a spin. Rule number 1, don't panic. And here's the timing. And then we relax the controls. Beautiful. All we have to do now is pitch up from this very gradual dive. And we recovered with an absolute minimal altitude loss. The perfect spin recovery. Airtoair refueling is a good discussion point. Now it can seem tricky at first, but all you really have to do is fly stable, keep the aircraft trimmed out, and line up this circle just in the back of the aircraft. Very gently start to squeeze the trigger. And I think we'll agree that that's about as good as Airtoair refueling can get. Okay, let's talk about landing, which is typically a very dangerous maneuver. Now we could fly down on a 3-degree glide slope with a low speed and fully configured, but we're not some chump in a Cessna, we're in a jet. And we want to fly fast, because jets are designed to fly fast. So, let's do that, let's pitch down, we're on full power. Let's get our altitude down. We can see the runway. We know where that is. We're going to keep that using good situational awareness. As we already know, I have perfect situational awareness. I'm keeping the speed up, and I'm letting that increase.
Pull up.
I know where the runway is. I'm going to keep a sense of that as we drop our altitude a bit lower.
Pull up. Pull up.
There it comes in. I'm going to start a turn now.
Altitude. Altitude.
And you'll notice we haven't touched anything with the configuration, and we're still on full power. Now, the landing gear for the A10 is about 3 feet long.
Pull up.
So we're going to drop our altitude over the runway to about 3 feet. I'm going to cut the power now. And I'm going to go max speed brake.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull
I'm going to
up.
put my flap lever all the way down. And here we go. Here's our 3 feet. I'm going to get across to the centre line a little bit.
Pull up.
And
Pull
we'll
up.
go gear down. Perfect. Let's pitch forward, go max braking. Now we might go into the grass a little bit. That's fine. The A10 is designed to do that. It's a combat aircraft and it can handle some grass. Let's just let it roll in nice and gently here. We're still braking. And there we go. Nose gear that's designed to help stop the aircraft will do that. And all we have to do now, open the canopy, hop out the aircraft, hand it back to the engineers. Perfect landing. That concludes our lessons. No doubt you've learned absolutely shitloads. That's normal. Thanks for watching and happy flying.